Hello, this is Mark Vila from ColDesi, and today we are sewing an applique design using the Avancé 2020. So let's show you how we did it. We have all our pieces here ready for our applique towel, so just a quick walkthrough of what we have. First, we're using a Allied gridlock hoop. This is by far my favorite hoop. It's a great plastic, plus it's got all these grid lines with that have numbers as well, so you can easily find out where things are going. We're using some twill material. So this is actually off of Coleman & Company. This is a patch twill material. This is great because it does come with a very light adhesive on the back that you can heat press this when it's all done, and it'll help lock it in. We've got a white towel here. And then last, we have some backing. This backing is a cutaway backing, and we're using, it's about a 2 or 2.5 ounce. Let's go ahead and hoop up our towel. Again, we're using a Port Authority grommeted microfiber towel. This is found on colemanandcompany.com, and it comes in about 6 or 7 colors. So let's go ahead and get this done. Bottom of hoop, backing, towel. Make sure it's even. You can use your hands usually. Spaced according as well. We want it a little bit from the bottom. Hoop, we want to pay attention to which direction we want to put it on the machine. So for this way, we're going to sew it right side up, so we're going to see our stocking go from here to here, and therefore I want to make sure that I can clip it in the machine this way, and that's what we're going to do. And then we just pop our hoop in, make sure you get it nice and tight like a drum. Well, we're at our Avancé embroidery machine. We have our towel all hooped up and kind of want it drum taut, so we get a nice even and clean embroidery for our applique. And now we'll go ahead and put it on our embroidery machine, just slide it straight in. Here we are at our control panel for our Avancé 1501 2020, and we've loaded up our 2 stocking designs right here. Now these can be loaded via thumb drive like we have here, or we could load them via Wi-Fi. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on the K first. So we'll select our K. Now we're on step 2. And in step 2 is where we can adjust orientation and some things like that, but it's all set the way we want it to sew. We can move on to step 3. Step 3 is going to be our color selection. Our colors are all set for our design. This is a 4-color design. Color number 1 is going to be the outline where we're going to put our applique fabric down. Color number 2 is going to tack the fabric down. Color number 3 is going to be the outline of our actual stocking. And then color number 4 is going to be our letter in the middle. So now that these colors are all set, we can move on to our next step. We've done a few other steps to make sure everything's ready to go, including selecting the right hoop and tracing, things like that. All of these steps in setting up an applique are involved in your training when you get your Avancé machine. So if you're already an owner and you're watching this, be sure to consult your training videos. If you're just looking at an Avancé now, we've got training videos for doing applique and plenty of other applications. So now that we're ready to go, let's hit start. So here's our twill that we're going to applique on. And as you can see, I've sprayed on just a little bit of tempo spray. And what this can help us do is when we place it down to not shift while the embroidery machine is moving. So let's go ahead and put it in place right over the outline that we've sewn out. And let's go again. So what I've got here is our applique scissors, and these are designed so you go under the fabric and actually lift it up so we can cut it. And we're going to want to cut very close to the edge, and we don't have to get exact, but it needs to be enough that the satin stitch going over will cover it up. So let's go ahead and cut out our applique. So here we're set, and actually we started cutting our applique. And one thing to note is you could carefully remove this from your embroidery machine, but you definitely want to be careful that you don't shift the embroidery machine and you do put it back in exactly. Otherwise, I'd recommend you just cut it out on the embroidery machine as long as you have plenty of space to do it. But for the sake of the video and giving you a good shot, we took it off. So let's go ahead and cut this out. Our applique is all cut. Time to hit go again. Our embroidery is all finished on our Avance machine. Let's remove our allied gridlock hoop and bring this over to a table to wrap it up. Now that embroidery is all done, I've got a couple extra tools I'm going to use here. So just some standard scissors, and we're going to go ahead and use this to cut out our backing. And then we've got some fine point curved, very, very fine point ones, and we'll use this to clean up any imperfections we might have in our applique or any stitches that might not have been cut cleanly, anything like that. This is our details, this is our big work, so let's get into that. Here we go, our completed applique. So it's on this microfiber towel we got from Coleman & Company. We're using a red patch twill material that you can also find on colemanandcompany.com actually. Royal thread. We also feature the tempo spray, the allied gridlock hoops, the applique scissors, and the fine point scissors that you can use. There's a lot of great tools you can use to create a fantastic holiday towel like this, or really something for any season. So if you'd like to learn more about the Avance embroidery machines, applique, and some other things you could do to create amazing professional quality items like this, then go ahead and visit Avancé-EMB.com and live chat with one of our pros. And if you've already got an Avance embroidery machine and you're looking for some of the supplies we used today, you can find those at colemanandcompany.com.